receiver options. Purdy sidearms it to McCaffrey. Good open field tackle by the man that just came up with the pick, and Josh Jobe.
I think if you're San Francisco here, you got to go with a little pace, because as this thing gets closer to the 2-minute warning, then all of a sudden you got to flip that this is your last possession of the game. Each team still has 3 timeouts. So I'm a little surprised to see San Francisco in the huddle. It taking a lot of time here.
They basically said at this point, this is it.
This is
our game.
With 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning.
Purdy's given time. Wants it all. Downfield. Pearsall's got it. Ricky Pearsall inside the 25. Biggest play of the day. 45 yards with 2.5 left.
All right, so we've talked all day about the difficulty protecting Purdy, but not when the game's on the line. This is fantastic. Seattle only brings 4 rushers. Woolen misjudges that ball in the air, and that's just a big-time double move there by Ricky Pearsall. And now if you're San Francisco, you want this to take as much clock as you can. But again, they've got field goal try in the back of their head. They got to go for 7.
Fake to McCaffrey. Now throw it underneath. It's Tonjes. Jake Tonjes getting the touch here in a 3-point game with 2 minutes left. That's where this depth chart has gotten to after Ricky Pearsall moves over 100 yards receiving in his first game this year.
Yeah, you have to imagine they'll let this come down to the 2-minute warning.
And you know they don't want this coming down to a field goal. Down 3. 2 minutes left.
Wow. They got their best pass protection, their best pocket. They've needed all day. They got it with the game on the line. And how much confidence do they have in Jake Moody?
Brock Purdy in his first game as the big money man, trying to overcome the 2 interceptions. 49ers trying to finish off a drive in the red zone. It has doomed them today. Down 3, 2 minutes left.
This is a big down right here. You got to have a great plan, because if you're in 3rd and long, you're forced to pass the ball. So this is a critical down here to pick up yards.
He's well protected. Underneath he goes. And that is Tonjes again. Jake Tonjes scoots ahead for a first down. Seldom used, but stepping into the role of Kittle. There's a flag downfield as well.
It's a great catch going to the ground.
Before the pass was thrown, illegal contact. Defense number 29. This penalty is declined as the play results in a first down.
That's a great job by Tonjes going to the ground, and then he had the wherewithal to know he wasn't touched, and you saw he kind of squirmed himself on the ground another yard or 2 right there at the first down. So now, if you're San Francisco, there is an element of, yes, we want a touchdown, and that's critical. But the clock, it's kind of like deja vu all over again to the end of the first half. Very similar situation, but it's not goal to go.
Handed off to McCaffrey. Short gain inside the 10. 1:49 and a timeout taken by Mike McDonald here. First one used by Seattle.
30-second timeout. Please reset the game clock to 1:50. Thank you.
Seattle was really good in close games last year. San Francisco was 2-6, and in this league, you're going to play in close games more often than not. 13-10 with 1:50 left.
And again, think back to the sequence of events at the end of the first half. San Francisco has the ball under the 2-minute warning with possession, knowing they come out of the half, getting possession again, missed the field goal. Seattle goes down and steals 3 of their own, and that's the difference in the game. And they're back in a very similar situation now here at the end of the second half.
It's blocked field goal as well. 2nd down and 9. They can get a first down at the 2. Purdy steps up, has McCaffrey inside the 5. He's thrown down by Tyrese Knight and Ernest Jones. And it's 3rd down and 2. Second timeout used by Seattle here with 1:44. Preserving as much of that clock for a strike back as he can. Seattle defense led the way in the 10-win season in his first years. Done it again today. Can they stand tall one more time?
So if I'm Shanahan, I am not afraid. Whatever my best play is, this is third down, gotta have it. Whatever my best play is. If it's a run, great. If it's a pass, great. If I'm him, I'm getting the ball to number 23. However I can, because I'm going for the win.
He swinged out into the end zone, wasn't open. Purdy keeping it alive. Brock Purdy lofts one. It is Tonjes. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jake Tonjes, who had never caught a pass in the NFL, has caught 3 today, including the go-ahead touchdown with 1:34 left.
Wow. What a play by Purdy. Nobody happier in this stadium than George Kittle. Unbelievable job just creating second reaction scramble drill, and then probably the guy we least expected coming into this game to play a critical role. Made countless big receptions on that drive, and
hold your breath here a little bit for the extra point. Moody out of the hold from Morstead. Snap from Weeks. He's got it. I mean, you might literally be right. Out of the 53-man roster, who is the last guy that you think is going to make an impact? It might have been Jake Tonjes, but the injury to Kittle, Tonjes gets his chance, and man, does he take advantage of it.
Yeah, so they go empty. I don't blame them for throwing the ball. They're going for the win, and just Purdy's ability to keep the play alive kind of throws it up for grabs. Again, Riq Woolen just misplays the ball in the air. So what they teach them is now they call it plaster. So you'll see you got to get your eyes on your nearest defender. Riq Woolen's looking at the quarterback. When the quarterback breaks the pocket, plaster technique is get your eyes and your hands on the nearest receiver and stick to him. He kind of loses track of Tonjes and misplays the ball. And man, after a day that's been up and down, some turnovers, some field goal disasters, when they needed it the most, Ricky Pearsall on the double move to spark them, and just like we all predicted.
Jake Tonjes.
He wins. He takes the lead for now, but again, still a lot of time left for Seattle.
Yeah, and a touchback here with 1:34, and this is part of where Sam Darnold made his name and then made his money in this contract coming to Seattle. He had 5 game-winning drives last year, leading the Vikings to 14-3. And we've talked about it throughout the day. They don't need too much from him. They need just enough. Well, now they need something from him. Down 4 with 1:34 and 1 timeout.
Again, I want to go back to Seattle's decision with about 3.5 minutes to go to settle for that field goal. By taking the 3-point lead, it puts San Francisco in a little bit of a different approach than even if they failed being a tie game. So it's a lost opportunity on the previous possession. Now you find yourself down by 4.
And trying to make up for it. Last chance for the Seahawks. Darnold lets it rip, and Smith and Jigba, who's had a big day, gets 11 to start this drive. That's the 8th catch for Jackson Smith and Jigba.
You got tons of time now. You can throw it anywhere on the field. You still have a timeout in your back pocket.
Given all day. Sideline almost broken up there, and then it was. He had Upton Stout retreating and Renardo Green flying in there to break it loose of Smith and Jigba. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Upton Stout, the young rookie, does a great job. You see him, he's the flat defender, but he gets just enough depth to get his hand on that ball because he's got Jackson Smith and Jigba open, but it's that deflection. See Sam, he knows, he just couldn't quite rip that one in there.
With 1:13, 2nd and 10. Darnold, one-on-one, Smith and Jigba! They went back to Smith and Jigba, and he beat Green. 41 yards to the 14.
So Clint Kubiak, he looked across on that last possession of the 49ers and saw the Ricky Pearsall double move, and he said, all right, I've got one of those double moves in my back pocket too, and the go-to guy all day has been Smith and Jigba. Watch, he sells the out, up, and just that double move, ball's put on the money, and Seattle's in business. Remember, they still have that lone timeout, over a minute to go in the game, so they have all the time in the world. You just can't take a sack.
from the 14-yard line. A flag is down. Darnold throws incomplete. Looking for Kenneth Walker.
I think they lined up in the neutral zone.
Offside. Defense number 47 was lined up in the neutral zone. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
That's the 8th penalty of the day on Kyle Shanahan's team. Bryce Huff.
Wow.
And now you start to, if you're Kyle Shanahan, look at your own 3 timeouts and a chance to buy as much time as you can.
All right, so they're going to call. So Huff, he's going to move. He's stemmed out.
First down and 5 inside the 10.
They're getting a man zone check. He knows it's zone defense.
Full playbook at his disposal. Hands it off to Walker, who's stopped by Bosa. A gain of 1. 2nd and 4. 53 seconds and counting. Kyle Shanahan not calling a timeout yet. And Kubiak, first game as the OC here, sends in a call for 2nd and 4. Darnold hit as he let it go. The ball is loose. The 49ers have it. It's Bosa. Nick Bosa and the 49ers closing the door on the Seahawks.
Yeah, so it was Bosa, but he drives Abe Lucas, the right tackle, square into the arm of Sam Darnold. Take a look. When Sam takes that handoff, watch where he hits. He hits right on the backside of Lucas, and that ball is out. He just said the one thing they can't have is a sack, and they get a strip, sack, fumble to all but end this.
Early on the field is a fumble recovered by the defense after the play was over. Unsportsmanlike conduct, number 2 of the defense for taking his helmet off. It's half the distance to the goal. It's first down, San Francisco.
That's on Lenore after the play. And I don't know about you, Greg, but reading between the lines some of the quotes from Nick Bosa this offseason, it seems like he was a little bit extra motivated. You see Parsons get the deal that he got, and Bosa, Player of the Year in 22, really good the last 2 years, just not quite what he had done in his Player of the Year seasons. Extra motivated and stuffs the stat sheet and ends the game on this one play. It was not a smooth ride, but it ends in smiles and Robert Saleh's return to the San Francisco 49ers. And Kyle Shanahan's team somehow gets out of this game with a road win.
I'll tell you what, they knew it was not going to be perfect. They told us all week. They said, listen, we're young on defense, have some question marks on the offensive skill positions, but they weathered the storm. It wasn't pretty. I'll tell you what, your best players have to make plays with the game on the line, and after a relatively quiet game by Nick Bosa, he made his presence felt when they needed it the most.
I thought you meant Jake Tonjes.
Him too, just as we all predicted.
Well, we talked about it coming in as infusion of youth, and not that Tonjes is a young guy, but a new guy getting a chance. And the staples and the core, pairing them together, and they both click here in the final minute. 17-13 the final score. Purdy and the 49ers looking for a bounce back year, off to a 1-0 start.